Okay, no cross talking. Soumya Chaudhary, Vamsi, can you hear? Vamsi, can you hear me? Listen.
Started off.
They are talking to each other.
Everybody log in on time. 16th degree parliament.
Hello, all of you. Soumya Chaudhary, Mr. Soumya Chaudhary,
Yes, sir.
are you able to listen?
Hello, sir.
Are you able to listen?
Yes, sir. But I'm not able to see, sir.
I am visible at two places.
Excuse me, sir.
I am visible here.
Yes, sir. I can hear, sir. Volume is low, sir.
Volume is low. No, stop talking to each other. Stop talking to each other, you can listen.
Sir.
All are ready?
Yes, sir. I can't see you, sir. I can only hear you, sir.
Okay, first hear me. First only concentrate on voice. Okay.
Sir, volume, sir. Volume.
Volume increase.
Only.
Yes. Now, hello. Shreya Subramaniam joined. Now are you able to hear? Soumya? Smriti? Shreyas? Are you able to listen? Voice is clear? No video. Video part, okay, it will come, don't worry. Video part means, can you see the board? Can you see the board? Because I can't see anything. Technology. మనకి క్లియర్ కనపడుతుంది కదా. హలో ట్రాన్స్ఫర్ టాకర్ వస్తుందా? హలో Now are you able to see me? Soumya? Shreya? Shreya? They're all sitting, but nobody is sitting. Hello?
Hello, sir.
Are you able to see the board?
No, sir. We can see the ceiling, right? Sir, we can see the ceiling.
This board you can't see?
No.
No, it
No,
is.
you can't see the board.
No.
You have to reduce the angle.
Now,
No, sir, you have to. Yes. Sir, now we can't see.
this one, now you are able to see.
Sir. Yeah. We can see. Sir, only half of the board we can see.
Okay, only in the half I will write.
Okay, sir.
Because finally I am using my mobile. Okay.
Yeah, now it's clear.
Now okay?
Yes.
I'll do one more thing. Now complete board. Now complete board.
Sir, it's not clear. It's too dark. And it's in mirror image.
You are too intelligent. Now okay? Now okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Okay.
Write the heading. Industrial preparation of H2SO4. Industrial preparation of H2SO4. No, left.
Hello.
Industrial preparation of H2SO4. One is red charcoal process.
Hello. Yes.
One is lead chamber process. One is lead chamber process. The other is contact process. Are you able to see? Lead chamber process. First step is burning of sulfur or roasting of sulfur to get SO2. Sulfur forms sulfur dioxide. The second one, sulfur dioxide is further oxidized to sulfur trioxide. Here oxides of catalyst. NO gas is a catalyst. NO gas is a catalyst. Mr. Nair, which Nair is it? Menon. Pranav Menon. Mr. Menon. Are you able to listen? Are you able to listen? See the board? Third one. SO3 is dissolved in H2SO4 to form H2S2O7, which is called a volume. The last step is Oleum is dissolved in water to give sulfuric acid. Then why the process is called it is visible but reflection from window.
Yes, sir.
Sanjay, pull the curtain.
Yes, sir. ఇలా కనిపిస్తుంది సార్.
మనకు కనిపిస్తుంది వాళ్ళకి కనపడుతుంది అది ప్రాబ్లం. Mr. Hari Kumar, are you able to hear? See the board? All the steps. Then why it is called lead chamber process? Why it is called lead chamber process? Process is carried out in chambers made of lead. Chambers made of lead. Why lead chambers are used? Why not other metals? Why chambers made of lead are used here? And hence the name lead chamber. Why not other metal? Because sulfuric acid has no action. H2SO4 has no action with lead. Once again, all of you listen. Lead chamber process is the industrial preparation of sulfuric acid. Why lead chambers? Because sulfuric acid has no action with or action on lead. Now, how many steps are involved? There are 4 steps. One is burning of sulfur to get sulfur dioxide. Next, sulfur dioxide combined with oxygen to form sulfur trioxide. Here, what is the catalyst? NO gas. Finally, sulfur trioxide is dissolved in sulfuric acid to get oleum. Now, there is a question, please write. Why SO3 is not dissolved in H2O to get H2SO4? Why SO3 is not dissolved? Why SO3 is not dissolved in water to get H2SO? Write the answer. The reaction is exothermic. Highly exothermic. And hence H2SO4 form will be in vapor state. Since it is highly exothermic, we can't directly dissolve sulfuric acid in water, SO3 in water. That's why SO3 is dissolved in H2SO4 to get oleum. Oleum is further diluted to get sulfuric acid. So it is an indirect way. It is direct way. But why we are not doing direct way? Why this is not preferred? Students into back interaction area. Nothing. We don't know.
So,
Only one person I were able to see. Mr. Menon, are you able to see?
Yes, sir.
Very good.
I can't see clearly, sir.
This point, are you able to notice this point?
The video quality is not clear, sir.
Video quality is not clear. Audibility?
audio.
Sir,
Audibility. Audio, listening.
yes, sir. I can hear you. I can't see clearly.
Okay. Now today we have to adjust like this only. Our people are improving their technology. Slowly they are upgrading. Okay. What
Yes.
about others? Mr. Menon, what about others?
I'm not sure about others, sir. Only I can see you through the call. I sent an SMS to another friend of mine to come in Skype.
Mr. Ahil Kumar, are you able to listen? See the board? No voice from Ahil Kumar. Ahil Kumar, you are wearing earphones, headset, big setup is there with helmet like thing and all. We are employing two things. Using the laptop we are using.
Laptop audio వస్తుంది సార్ వినబడుతుంది ఆడియో కానీ వీడియో పిక్చర్ ఆడియో క్లియర్
Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Okay, look at contact process also. Contact process. The first step is same. Like lead chamber process. It is burning of sulfur to get sulfur dioxide. First step in lead chamber and contact are same. Now the second step is also same. Then the second step is also same. What is the difference between these two? In the second step, here the catalyst is different. Here vanadium pentoxide. V2O5 is the catalyst. Or platinum.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
Sir, I just contacted my friend. He said everybody is on YouTube.
YouTube means they are able to see and listen.
They're able to chat, sir. They'll be able to listen and see, but instead of directly interacting, they'll be able to chat the side.
Okay.
And sir, this is 16th group, sir. We are talking.
16th group, the last subtopic, sulfuric acid.
Last subtopic, sulfuric acid.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
I'll just inform them, sir, of this.
Okay. So this is contact process. Contact process in which sulfuric acid is prepared on large scale. ఇది మధ్యలో వేరే వాళ్ళు కాల్ చేస్తే బ్రేక్ అవుతుంది. Now you operate. You can give a lecture, Sanjay.
Yes.
Many are there. Yes.
Yes.
Pranamina.
It's like sap.
So in contact, the steps are S plus O2, SO2. SO2 and O2 gas. 2SO3 gas. Here the catalyst is vanadium pentoxide. Or platinum.
Yes, sir.
Because of the costly nature of platinum, we prefer to use V2O5 as a catalyst. Actually, V2O5 is a solid catalyst, but the reactants are gases. So when reactants and catalysts are in different physical forms, it is called heterogeneous catalysis.
Heterogeneous
Catalysis. It is heterogeneous catalysis. Because reactants and the catalyst are in different phase, different physical forms. But look at the lead chamber process, there where the reactants and the catalyst NO gas all are in the same phase. It is homogeneous catalysis. So lead chamber process is an example of homogeneous catalysis, and contact process is an example of heterogeneous catalysis. Then why the term contact process? Here both SO2 and O2, they come in contact with solid catalyst V2O5. Ahli Kumar. Here SO2 and O2 both come in contact with the solid catalyst V2O5. Since they are going to come in contact with the solid catalyst, the name contact process. The other favorable conditions.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
Sir.
Yes, please.
Sir, it is not visible.
Audibility?
Yes, sir.
Audibility is there? Okay, then I'll do one thing. Even I read out the equation also slowly so that you can write.
Okay, sir.
Okay. So in favorable conditions for contact process. Number one,
Sir, once can you repeat?
favorable conditions for contact process. Number one, a pressure of 1.5 to 1.7 atmospheres. A pressure of
Pressure is?
a pressure of 1.5 to 1.7 atmospheres. Temperature 400 to 450 degrees centigrade. 400 to 450 degrees centigrade. Catalyst is V2O5. So if you provide all these conditions, if you provide all these conditions, 400 to 450 degrees.
Sir, sound, sir.
Soumya,
Yes, sir.
sound is clearly visible to all other students. All others are able to listen very clearly. Okay. Now I am discussing contact process for the manufacture of sulfuric acid on large scale. So first reaction is sulfur combined with oxygen to form sulfur dioxide, S plus O2, SO2. The second one, SO2 combined with oxygen to form SO3. 2SO2 plus O2 gives 2SO3. Actually, if this reaction if we carry out in a closed container, it is a reversible reaction because reversibility can only be achieved in closed containers. If the reaction is reversible, Sanja, what it will reach after some time? It will reach equilibrium state. Sanjay also answered. Okay, for pushing the equilibrium in the forward direction, I am creating some favorable conditions, Mr. Praneeth. Those favorable conditions are 1.5 to 1.7 atmosphere pressure. The catalyst is vanadium pentoxide. The temperature is 400 to 450 degrees centigrade. Then the equilibrium will be pushed in the forward direction. Now the last step, the last but one step, like in lead chamber, here also SO3 gas is dissolved in H2SO4 to give H2S2O7, which is called oleum. So the third step is SO3 plus H2SO4 is to give H2S2O7. H2S2O7. And the final step, H2S2O7 dissolved in water. Praneeth, answer the call. Praneeth is busy. Hari Kumar. 18 students. Praneeth, you are visible. Here it lost. Oh. Okay, write a question. Why a pressure of 1.5 to 1.7? 1.5 to 1.7. The pressure of 1.5 to 1.7 atmospheres is used. 1.7 atmospheres is used to prepare H2SO4.
Sir, can you repeat that contact process once, please?
Let me finish this question, Soumya. Why a pressure of 1.5 to 1.7 atmospheres is used to prepare is used in the preparation of sulfuric acid, though high pressure.
Hello.
Sir,
Yes.
sir, we can't see you. Okay, we can see you now.
You can see me because
Yes,
Sanjay
sir.
is here. Are you able to see and listen? So what is the question? Why a pressure of 1.5 to 1.7 atmospheres is used though high pressures are favorable. Though high pressures are favorable.
Sir, you are cutting.
No,
you are
I'm
ending the call, sir, in between.
in between somebody is left from the Skype call and somebody is calling. That's why it is in between there is an interruption.
Okay, sir. Okay.
Let me finish the question. Though high pressures are favorable in contact process, why a pressure of 1.5 to 1.7 atmospheres is used? Are you able to finish the question? Write the answer. SO3 is highly acidic. SO3 is highly acidic.
So, sir, once repeat the last sentence.
I will repeat the entire question, please. Though high pressures are favorable in contact process.
Sir, once repeat the last.
That's why I am repeating the entire question. I am repeating the entire question. Though high pressures are favorable, why a pressure of 1.5 to 1.7 atmospheres is used in contact process? The answer is at high pressures, SO3 is highly acidic. High pressures, SO3 is highly acidic. At high pressures, highly acidic and corrodes the reaction vessel. High acidic nature of SO3 corrodes the reaction vessel. Shall I repeat? SO3 is highly acidic in nature. At high pressures, it corrodes the reaction vessel. It corrodes the reaction vessel. (1.5 to 1.7) is almost near to 2. 3 is high. Text is NCERT. Same. Next, write the physical properties of sulfuric acid. Write the physical properties of sulfuric acid. Colorless, oily liquid. Mr. Halli Kumar, why it is oily liquid? Why a particular liquid is oily? It is a colorless, oily liquid. Why it is oily? Answer: due to extensive hydrogen bonding. Due to extensive hydrogen bonding. So why it is oily liquid? Due to extensive hydrogen bonding. Next question. Why sulfuric acid causes burns to the skin? Why sulfuric acid causes burns to the skin? Why H2SO4 causes burns to the skin? Answer: due to its dehydrating nature. Due to its dehydrating nature. Next. Write the important reactions. Write the important reactions for the dehydrating nature of sulfuric acid. For the dehydrating nature of sulfuric acid. Number one, it removes water from A, sugar, B, formic acid, sugar, formic acid, C, oxalic acid, and D, alcohol. Write the relevant equations. What is formic acid, Mr. Hari Kumar? What is formic acid? Formula. HCOOH. Right, HCOOH plus H2SO4. From HCOOH, you remove water, H2O. You round off 2 hydrogens and 1 oxygen from HCOOH. So what you will get? What you will get? Carbon monoxide you will get. So answer CO plus H2SO4 dot H2O. Similarly, write the formula of sugar.
Oh, now we can see, sir.
Sugar is C12 H22O11. C12 H22O11. Or write C12H2O 11 times. C12H2O 11 times plus H2SO4. When you write C12H2O 11 times plus sulfuric acid, how many waters it can replace? How many water molecules it can replace? 11 water molecules it can replace. So finally what you will get is 12C plus 12C plus H2SO4 11H2. It will take that 11 water molecules. H2SO4 11H2O. Hydrated sulfuric acid. The 12 carbons obtained is called sugar charcoal. The 12 carbons separated is called sugar charcoal. So what is sugar charcoal? Carbon separated from sugar. How do you separate carbon from sugar? By treating with concentrated H2SO4. So the white color sugar becomes black. It is called a charring of sugar. What it is called? Charring.
H2SO4.
CHARRING, charring of sugar. So once again I repeat the equation. C12H2O 11 times.
Charring of sugar.
Yes, charring of sugar. C12H2O 11 times plus concentrated H2SO4 gives rise to 12C plus 12C, 12 moles of carbon plus H2SO4 11H2O. It is called hydrated sulfuric acid. Answer next. No. Sharon Iyer. Write one more Sanjay. Oxalic acid. COOH, single bond COOH. Write oxalic acid formula, all of you. COOH, single bond COOH. Oxalic acid. COOH, single bond COOH. COOH, single bond COOH. After that, we'll answer. So COOH, single bond COOH is oxalic. Remove one water from that. Remove H2O. On the arrow, you write concentrated H2SO4. You will get CO plus CO2 plus H2SO4 dot single H2O. H2SO4 dot single H2O. It is hydrated sulfuric acid, a monohydrate. Write the last question.
Repeat the products.
COOH, single bond COOH is oxalic acid. put an arrow, and on the arrow you write concentrated sulfuric acid. So concentrated sulfuric acid removes water, H2O from oxalic acid. So the final products are CO, carbon monoxide, plus carbon dioxide, CO2, plus H2SO4 dot H2O. Write the last question for today. Why H2SO4? Why concentrated H2SO4 cannot be directly mixed with water for making dilution? Why concentrated H2SO4 cannot be diluted directly with water? Cannot be diluted directly with water. Answer. H2SO4 has more affinity for water. It has more affinity for water. More affinity for water, and it takes more water molecules and become hydrated and becomes hydrated, which is highly exothermic, which is highly exothermic, and the heat evolved causes explosion, and the heat evolved causes explosion. Okay, with this today we conclude. All of you take a break. The session resumes at 10:20. Are you able to hear? All of you. The session resumes at 10:20. Praneeth.